I'm Emily Ricks, and here's my COMM 175 me speech. Okay, let me start my timer. Okay. Like most people, my life has changed enormously over the past 22 years. I was born in Salt Lake City, Utah, in an LDS hospital. My family moved to Reno, Nevada, and then to West Jordan, Utah. As a 2-year-old, my dad got a job teaching law in Houston. We moved to the best place on earth and a place that would become a large part of my identity. I love growing up in Texas. The weather is cool in the winter and wicked hot in the summer, and the humidity makes you feel like you just jumped in a lake. I played outside almost every day for most of my childhood. I got really good at kickball and baseball, and my berry and mud pies were unmatched by any other kid in the neighborhood. My little sister would help me with my pies. We played together a lot. We were part of a large family, and we were 2 of 7 kids. It was very busy at my house. Growing up in a large family was sometimes chaotic, but it was mostly a blast. My family is still really close. Some things I learned from my family are that there are also chores. There are always chores to do. There's never no chores. Um, and that serving the Lord is the most important work. My dad has a saying that goes, "We go to church unless we're dead." I always thought that was a little extreme, but we lived by it. We never missed church unless we were sick. As I got older, I developed a kind of sickness that doesn't go away by taking a few days off, and my 5th grade math teacher, Mrs. Lee, also known as the devil, changed my life forever. She made fun of me for my math ability and the way I talked, and if I cried when she made fun of me, she would just send me to the nurse. Um, I was quiet and I was shy and naive, and I had no idea why she singled me out all the time. One time I was sitting in Mrs. Lee's class when I realized I was sick. I was shaking and feverish, and I was really cold, and I asked her if I could go to the nurse. "I'm really cold," and she scoffed and said, "What are they going to do, give you a coat?" She and the class began laughing at me, and what I learned from her was that I was stupid. I started using any excuse I could to go home early. I lost all confidence in myself, and I began to feel anxious about things that I'd done a million times. Even to this day, my life is still somewhat ruled by anxiety, and there are many basic parts of life that are a constant struggle for me. When I was 18, I went to college. I was so happy to get out of my parents' house and move on with my life. I loved the freedom that came with living on my own. I did fairly well in school and made some lifelong friends. One semester, I went on a date with a guy named Jacob, and we were making pizza at his apartment when I met my future husband, Jacob's roommate. And we dated for a year, and we were married last May in the Houston Temple. That was the best day of my life. The question I asked myself was, who am I? I am a jumble of mistakes and good deeds. I am a mix of failures and successes. My life has been messy and uncomfortable and sweet and happy. I'm a wife, a daughter, a sister, and a Texan. I'm a lover of the outdoors and fiercely devoted to my family. I'm a daughter of God, and I love the Lord. My life and the challenges that the Lord has placed in front of me have made me who I am today. Life has not always been easy, but I wouldn't change a single thing about who I am.